For freedom and justice I stand. America, I am a real American.
Hey, it's Politicopete back again. How are you? I just want to talk today a little bit about this whole debacle with putting lipstick on a pig. If you haven't heard, well, I'm not gonna try to paraphrase it. If you haven't heard, here is the comment that Barack Obama made yesterday at a campaign stop. Here it is.
Let's just list this for a second. John McCain says he's about change too. And so I guess his whole angle is, watch out, George Bush, except for economic policy, healthcare policy, tax policy, education policy, foreign policy, and Karl Rove style politics, we're really going to shake things up in Washington. That's not change. That's just calling the same thing something different. But you know, you can't, you can put lipstick on a pig. It's still a pig.
Now, of course, Obama came back and said that in no way was he referring to Sarah Palin, that he was referring to the policies of the McCain campaign being compared to the Bush campaign, more of the same, blah, 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 blah. And I agree. I mean, it's very clear that he was talking about that. But the idea that a man who's as smart as Barack Obama wouldn't understand the implications that would be made by saying lipstick on a pig, considering that about a week before that, week and a half, week or so before that, Sarah Palin said this.
You know, they say the difference between a hockey mom and a pit bull? Lipstick.
I mean, he's politically smart enough to understand that some people might make that implication. And if you listen to the crowd at the Obama stop when he says that, the crowd just gets riled up when they hear that. Are we honestly meant to believe that the crowd gets riled up because you're right, the McCain policies are just like Bush's? Or could it possibly be that even his own crowd realized what he was talking about?
You can put lipstick on a pig. It's still a pig.
A nice dig at the other side. A dig that obviously went too far. Now, we'll never really know. He says it's not the case or whatever. And the other thing that a lot of Barack supporters are saying is that this is a common phrase that a lot of politicians use it. Even John McCain has used it. And that is true. Lipstick on a pig is meant to say that you're trying to clean something up that still stinks, to make something look more appealing that still stinks. I agree with that. However, John McCain didn't make that reference to somebody who... John McCain didn't make that reference right after his political opponent a week before, in front of 40 million people, made a reference to lipstick. And that's how you can tell between a hockey mom and a pit bull. So this is a clear reference to Sarah Palin, and it was a stupid mistake on Barack Obama's side. The other thing I wanted to say is when you look at just before he gives the line, he's going along talking, he seems like he's going along very clearly, and then just before he gives the line, he kind of stutters a little bit, and he puts his hand to his face. And I swear, it's almost like he's I don't think he was the one who wanted to say this. I think one of his campaign staffers wanted him to say this. He obviously seems uncomfortable delivering the line, but it's clear like there's some reluctance just before he says, well, look at it again. Tell me if you see the reluctance.
You can put lipstick on a pig.
Clearly, he is not comfortable saying what he's about to say. With his hand up on his head, and he's not saying it right out. He's been flowing along perfectly nicely up until that point. Now, I don't know why he would do this. I don't know what his problem is doing that, but thank you, Barack Obama. Thank you I think it's also very clear that Barack Obama is getting a little bit rattled. He's been smooth sailing through this whole thing, and now he doesn't like the fact that he's not the big draw as he once was. There's another rock star in town, and her name is Sarah Palin. For those who support Barack Obama, for you to say that he is such a brilliant man who can think through so many different scenarios, and then to sit there and say that he had no idea that there would be some kind of tie between what he said about lipstick on a pig and Sarah Palin. If you think that he would totally, I mean, I don't understand. You can't have it both ways. Either he's super brilliant and he meant it, or he's not as smart as we think he is. So anyway, I honestly think it was an allusion to Sarah Palin signaling he's getting bent out of shape, that he's not the big media draw right now. So anyway, love to hear your comments. Love to hear your views, and keep it going, Barack. Keep on giving us mana. I appreciate it. See ya.